Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ, starting off with a little bit of MegaMek. I see we've got Varenk and Mr. McGorilla in the chat. Hello guys and welcome. We are going to be starting with a breakthrough heavy scenario where supposedly our artillery vehicles are going to be breaking through a primary force worth almost 14,000 points. It's only 1 star, but still. I've decided, kind of off camera, to rejigger things a bit. Our artillery vehicles are going to be deploying off camera or off the field, and Tonga Lance will be breaking through. Tonga Lance is still only worth about 10,000 points versus their 13.7, almost 13.8, or rounding up to 13.8. Hello, Varank. I'm glad you could make it. Welcome, and of course, all those good things. So we're going to be trying to we're deploying in the south and we're trying to break through to the north. The map is going to be a rural homestead's hot jungle on a moonless night, clear and calm. We don't have any rerolls because apparently our artillery vehicle commander does not have any strategy or tactics. We can get there. I'm going to consider this a rewrite, but we'll replace artillery vehicles with Tonga Lance. If we can reach the north edge with 50% of Tonga Lance, we'll consider that a victory. Or if we can destroy or rout 50% of the primary op4, which is a Thor Prime, a Rifleman 2C2, a Grizzly, a Thresher, and a Black Knight Royal. The 2C2. Oh. Not nearly as threatening as I had thought. I'm thinking of the Rifleman 2C, which has pulse lasers, but the Rifleman 2C2 has Ultra 2s. And apparently 6 tons of ammo for those 4 Ultra AC2s, which are only... Good lord. That's, 45 times 6. That's 90 times 3. That's 270 shots, burning through 8 shots a turn. That's still like 30 some odd shots, or 30 some odd turns. That's a ridiculous amount of AC ammo for that Rifleman 2C. The Grizzly might be a bit more of a threat. It has a Gauss rifle, if I recall. It does. Gauss rifle in the right arm with 2 tons of ammo, a large pulse and a medium pulse and a small pulse in the left arm, and jump jets and an LRM-10. So the Grizzly more of a threat than the Rifleman. The Thresher, also with jump jets, also with SRM-6s, 2 of them it looks like, 2 medium pulse lasers, and an Ultra AC-10 with a couple tons of ammo. So the Thresher is a bit of a threat. The Grizzly is a little bit of a threat. The Black Knight with the PPC, medium lasers, and a large pulse. Okay, so the Black Knight is not worth discounting either. And of course the Thor Prime, which has an LB-10X with only 1 ton of ammo, an ERPPC, and an LRM-15 with 2 tons of ammo. Okay, I'm liking our odds, but that doesn't mean things are going to go smoothly. Just because I like our odds does not mean that we're not going to suffer any losses. That is the hostile force detected in 0502. We still have a bunch of exploration to do in the southern end of track 0. We still have most of track 1 left to explore as well. We are gradually increasing our finances. The infirmary, we are looking at 3 of our doctors fully employed. and Eva Stewart with 3 patients, including 3 prisoners who are not willing to defect, so they don't get priority treatment. In the repair bay, we still have some mechs. I did not mean to click that. That's always a pain. We've got the Archer waiting on its left arm. We've got the Cestus waiting on its right torso. The Hydaspes is going to be a while. The Mackie and the Warhammer, no, the Mackie is waiting on a heatsink. As is, I'm going to say, I thought we had one of our Archers waiting on some double heatsinks as well. I don't know what happened to that Mac. We do have the Warhammer also waiting on some heat sinks and some other stuff. In the warehouse, we have not a lot going on. We do have a Clan Endosteel left arm waiting to be repaired. Who can we have working on that? Where are my notes? My notes appear to be MIA. So if we do any repairs today, it'll be blind. Let's see. In the personnel hangar, we have nothing really going on. We've got some people wounded in Galatea Lance. We are still on Kirschbach. We're still deep in Clan Wolf space. Alright, let's go ahead and deploy. Alright, so we'll go into compact display, we'll sort by battle value. The big bad is the Thresher with the 2-4 pilot. It is the Thresher with a pair of SRM6s, pair of medium pulses, an ER medium, and an Ultra AC-10. That Ultra AC-10 is going to be firing a lot. That's going to be hitting probably a fair amount. It does only have 152 armor and a 300 XL engine with mask. So the Thresher, yeah, definitely our big bad. The Thor Prime. Thor Prime with an LB-10X and an ERPC and an LRM-15 is our next biggest threat, and it is very closely our next biggest, followed by the Grizzly. The Grizzly with the large pulse, medium pulse, small pulse in the left arm, and a Gauss rifle in the right arm. So basically, we're not going to be able to discount any of those 3. The Black Knight. Also, that is Inner Sphere Tech. We are looking at 2 large pulses and an ERPPC and a slew of mediums and a small. So the Black Knight we can kind of not worry about. The Rifleman 2C we can definitely not worry about. But the Thresher, the Thor, and the Grizzly we need to worry about. Is about what it comes down to. We are going to be deploying in the south. We're going to be deploying on this kind of map with a fair mix of terrain types. Okay, so we do have the 2 long toms and the 2 thumpers deploying off board. Everything else is deploying ASAP. We do have I can not edit damage. The Stalker, MekHQ. With the rare natural aptitude gunnery ability, we've got edge for head hits, KOs, explosions, and mask failures. Okay. Everyone else, we've got Ash, melee master, melee specialist, range master medium, and medium laser specialist. We've got Tsubasa with multitasker and some like it hot. We've got Hoser with sniper, weapon specialist, and weathered. Now Hoser. Hoser has 3 ER PPC clans, ER large laser clan, 2 ER medium laser clan. Yeah, we're just waiting to get him some clan double heat sinks and some more clan PPCs. Alright, we're deploying in the south, was it? Wait, was it night? Moonless night, yeah, okay, so we are going to be slowed down significantly by the lack of light. For artillery targets, we will select here. We will select here. We will select here. And we'll go here. I think that's all we get. Unless we can try maybe for... five? Okay, we can do 5, so we'll do 5. We've one initiative for deployment phase. We will start with Hoser. And this aisle... we've got some rubble here, we've got some ultra rubble here. But other than that, looks like it's fairly smooth going for a while. So we'll go ahead, we'll probably post up in these woods for a second and cover this kind of area of any op-4s. We've got Ash's Archer, which has, of course, the medium laser, range medium lasers. We've got a Vulcan, which can start here. And the Stalker will start behind Ash. Alright, so we do have them on battle value, but that's only because of the artillery that we have. We do have a Thresher and a Black Knight up front. We've got a Grizzly and a Thor and a Rifleman 2C in the back. Let's go with indirect attacks. We'll go ahead and fire everything in front of the Grizzly. And if it scatters, that'll be fine. Thinking I just want to kind of saturate this area. And that'll all land after next movement phase. Hoser will advance at a walk, which gives him eyes on the Black Knight, but no one else if the Black Knight doesn't move. Ash. Ash would like for the Black Knight or the Thresher to advance, but we'll see. We'll go ahead and move that. Tsubasa, we'll go ahead and move to there. We've got eyes from there on the Thresher and the Black Knight. And the Stalker, of course, will advance at a run and try to take out that Black Knight as best as possible. Alright, Hoser with the ERPPCs has eyes on the Thor on 9s or the Rifleman on 8s. Let's go ahead and we'll take some shots at the Rifleman on... we'll skip the ERPPCs. Do the ER large. That'll put us 1 heat over. Oh, and that'll also illuminate a bunch of hexes with our searchlight. Ash has the Thresher on 9s, has the Black Knight on 9s. I'm thinking the Thresher is probably the bigger threat. Where is it? The Thresher has 152 armor, the Black Knight has 208. Black Knight does have more firepower. Let's go ahead and start concentrating on him. We'll go 2 heat over to fire everything on 9s. Tsubasa. Tsubasa is blocked by terrain on all the targets, which is unfortunate. And Tugyu is blocked on everything but this Black Knight, which we've got him on 9s. We've got him on 11s. We'll do all the 9s. We'll go 2 heat over on 9s. Alright, lots of people get illuminated. Hoser misses on 8s. No surprise there. Honestly, if he would have hit, that would have been surprising. The Rifleman 2C does hit Hoser in the right torso for 2, down to 22. The Black Knight at Ash, with an ERPPC on 6s, large pulse lasers on 6s. Hits the left leg for 10, hits the right torso and left arm for 9 each. Down to 20 or less in all of those locations. Ash hit the Black Knight on 9s, hits him in the left torso for 5, down to 19. The Thresher hits Ash in the right torso for 10 and the left arm for another 10, down to 4 and 3 in those locations. And then a medium pulse laser to the left arm goes internal. Medium pulse laser to the right arm leaves us with 15 armor. Both SRM6s miss on 9s. The Thor misses Hoser on a pair of 11s. Our Stalker misses the Black Knight on 9s and 11s. Actually, we did land 8 LRMs to the left arm and left leg, so that's not nothing. Hoser needs some practice. 8s are not an easy shot, but 0 for 3 is not great shooting, so I'm kind of with you on that one. Yeah, he does maybe need a little practice. The Grizzly misses everything on 9s and 11s. Ash took 60 plus. Oh, dang. Did she really? Yeah, she took an ERPPC and a large pulse and a large pulse. That's 28. And then the Thresher did another 20, 34. So yeah, that's 60 plus. Alright, yeah, they knocked Ash down. She takes 7 damage to the left and center torso. Needs a 6 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 7. We will be skipping physical attacks this turn. Alright, the Thresher is at 2 heat, their Black Knight is at 4 heat. Our Stalker... We built up to 42 heat. We sank 36. Subtracted 4 to the combat computer, and we still ended up at 6? That doesn't seem quite right. But it is what it is, and the Stalker will be slowed down next turn, down to a 2-3 movement profile, which is not great. We've lost 2% of our force, they've lost 1% of theirs, so they are pulling ahead. Indirect attacks. Let's go ahead and we'll start dropping bombs here. Alright, and those will all land next turn after movement phase. Hoser. Move forward 1 hex and cover a fair amount of this area, actually, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll move forward 1 hex and kind of camp there for a minute. Ash is already prone. We will need a 3 to get up. We'll take that. Tsubasa can move 5 hexes. Move 8 hexes. Or we can jump 6 hexes, which is the equivalent of walking 7. Which is the equivalent of walking 9. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump there. Tugu, I guess, will walk forward. We'll get eyes on the Thresher. Alright, Ash needs a 3, gets a 7, so she does successfully stand up. Thumper hits the Rifleman and 2C in the rear, set her torso rear down to 5 armor there. Everything else scatters and destroys terrain. Hoser at the Thresher on 4s. Yes, we will be taking the 4s. We'll skip maybe one of the PPCs. We'll do 2 of the ER mediums on 5s. No, we'll do 1 of the ER mediums on 5s. We'll do 2 mediums on 6s. Or we'll skip both of the ER mediums and we'll do all the mediums on 6s on... We'll go 3 heat over for 6s on the Thresher. Ash has the Thresher on 4s, so we'll take literally all of those, or all but 1, so that we can go 2 heat over. Tsubasa at the Black Knight has him on 8s. We'll go 4 heat over for 8s and I think 9s it was. The Stalker at the Thresher on 5s. Alright, 5s and 9s, something like that. Yeah, okay, so. Hoser at the Thresher on 4s. Misses the first shot with it too. And then gets a pair of 8s. Or sorry, 2 ER PPCs. Misses with a 2, hits with an 8. Medium lasers times 4 hits all 4. 4 for 4 on 6s. We got him in the right leg with that PPC. Got him in the left leg, the right torso, and the CT with those medium lasers. Down to 17 on the CT, down to 7 on the right torso. The Rifleman 2C hits Tsubasa in the left torso and the left arm with some autocannon 2 fire, no big deal. The Black Knight hits Tugyu in the center torso with an ERPPC, hits him in the right leg and left arm with large pulse lasers, down to 21 and 19 in those two locations. Ash at the Thresher hits him in the head, forcing Seijin's first consciousness check. More hits to the left torso, right arm, left torso again, down to 2. And the left torso down to 11 structure. So that Thresher is looking pretty rough on those side torsos. He does return fire. He hits the Stalker in the left leg with an Ultra 10. Misses with the second shot. Needed a 4, got a 3. Bogus, yeah. I mean, it could have been better, but honestly, it could have been worse too. I'll take it. I'll miss 1 PPC to hit all 4 medium lasers. It works for me. Let's see. We had already hit Ash. The Thresher was shooting at the Stalker. Got him in the right leg, got him in the right arm, down to 14 and 21. The Vulcan at the Black Knight hits him in the right leg and the right torso with laser fire, down to 16 and 19. Machine gun fire on 9s to the center torso and right arm, down to 27 and 22 fire there. The Thor hits Ash in the right leg with an ERPPC, down to 15 armor there. LB-10X to the center torso, down to 21 armor there. And 6 LRMs to the legs, down to 15 and 14 on the legs. The Stalker hits the Thresher in the right leg with an ER large laser on a 5, misses the other shot. Right leg is down to 12 structure. And then 4 LRM 5s on 5s all hit. I'll hit for 3 or 4 missiles. Got him in the right leg, left arm, left leg again. Grizzly hits Ash in the right leg with a Gauss rifle, critting on her lower leg. That's going to be 2 piloting checks. A large pulse laser to the right arm. Down to 5 armor there. 6 LRMs to the left leg and left torso. Ash needs a pair of 7s, gets an 8 and a 6. She does go down. She takes 7 damage to the left arm and the left leg. She does avoid hurting the pilot. The Stalker also avoids going down. The Thresher took 80 plus damage. Goes down, hits the right torso critical. Double crits on the Ultra AC-10. So the Thresher, much less of a threat now. And 1 to the left leg, down to 9 armor there. The Thresher needs an 8 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 6. Seijin needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 7. That is 2 consciousness checks now for the pilot of the Thresher, which is now prone. We will not be making physical attacks. The Black Knight is at 8 heat, the Thresher is at 4 heat, Tsubasa is at 4 heat, Hoser is at 3 heat, Ash is at 2 heat, the Stalker is running cool. Alright, we've lost initiative, so we are going first. We are declaring indirect attacks, so we will go... We'll just go on the spot that we pre-designated. Anyone is foolish enough to come within 2 hexes of that, they are going to be getting annihilated. Those will all be landing next turn after movement. Hoser, I think, will be standing still. Ash would like to get up and get moving. Needs a 4, gets the 4. Alright. Tsubasa, we're gonna wait on the Stalker. Stalker's gonna go reckless and try to go forward 3 hexes or 5? Yeah, let's get that Thor into medium laser range. We just need a 4 to avoid falling down. We got the 4. And then Tsubasa can get into the back of the Thor. But only 1 evasion. I don't like it, but we'll take it. Archer needs a 4, gets a 7. Stalker needs a 4, gets a 6. Thresher needs a 4, gets a 6. Thumper lands on a building. Thumper lands on the Grizzly for 5 to the left torso. Hits the Rifleman 2C to the left torso for 5 down to 17. Long Tom hits the Thresher for 15 to the right torso and both arms. And the Long Tom misses and scatters off the board entirely. Okay, so Hoser has the Thresher on 5s. We'll do 1, 2. Tip the. See, we'll do the large. No. We've got the PPC on 2s. We've got the mediums on 4s. We'll take 4 of the mediums on 4s. Ash has the Thor on 6s. We'll skip 1 of those and go 2 heat over. The Stalker likewise will be shooting at the Thor, and we'll be doing. We'll skip the ER larges. We'll do all the mediums on 8s. We'll do the the SRM 6s on 8s. 24, 45. We'll do 1 of the ER larges. We'll do all the mediums. We'll do the SRM 6s. And we'll do the LRM 5s just to be heat neutral. Or thereabouts. Tsubasa into the back of the Thor on 5s. That's going to be everything. We'll go 3 heat over for that. Alright, Hoser hits the Thresher in the head with a clan ERPPC laser, or an ERPPC clan type. The Thresher is down by lucky headshot. Seijin is dead. Also, holy crap. Hit him in the head twice. Two PPCs, both to the head. Yeah, that is a Thresher for Hoser. That is a 70-ton mech. That is definitely worth the XP. Also got him in the center torso and the left leg. The Rifleman 2C with the Ultra 2s hits the Vulcan for 8 damage. I'm not too worried about that. The left arm is down to 6. The Black Knight at the Vulcan, oof, hits the right torso twice with large pulse laser fire on 3s. That's going to be the right arm gone and the double heat sink gone. Medium lasers to the center torso, and left arm. Okay, Tsubasa is going to have to. Tsubasa's down to a medium laser and 2 machine guns. So he's going to be bugging out. He's very angry at missing. Yeah, I get that. Ash at the Thor hits him in the right torso. Dang. Hold on. On 6s. Fired 7 lasers. And hit twice. That is frustrating. They were both to the right torso, but that's a 4, a 4, a 2, a 4, and a 5. That is rolling like Krapinski. And yeah, hopefully Ash will take Hoser's route and get angry at missing and lay into him next turn. The Stalker at the Thor hits him in the right arm with the large ER large, sorry. Medium lasers to the left torso down to 12, right arm down to 10 structure. 10 SRMs to the left, right, and center torso, as well as the right and left legs. And all of the LRM5s miss. The Thor does hit Ash in the right arm with that ERPPC down to 1 structure, critting on her hatchet. Will be 10x to the right torso down to 9 structure, and the LRM-15 hits 5 LRMs to the right torso down to 4 structure and critting on a medium laser. Tsubasa at the Thor hits him in the right torso rear, critting on his engine. 2 medium lasers to the left leg and left arm for 10 damage there. And 2 machine guns to the right and center torso rear, critting on his engine again. So the Thor now has 2 engine crits. The Grizzly missing on a 7 with the Gauss rifle. Large pulse laser to the center torso hits Tsubasa for 5, glancing blow. And 7 damage to the left torso, goes internal down to 9 structure. Ash stays standing, Tsubasa stays standing, the Thor stays standing, even though he took 80 plus damage, needs an 8, gets the 8. Hoser will be standing, will not be physical attacking. Tsubasa can go ahead and kick the Thor on a 5. Hear the AC about to kick on. Okay, Vulcan kicks the Thor in the right leg. Thor falls down, hits 5 to the head. Arlette needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 3. Needs a 4 to avoid hurting the pilot in the fall, gets a 7. Takes another 2 to the right arm, down to 8 structure. Alright, Hoser is up to 3 heat, Ash is up to 2, Tsubasa is up to 5, Stalker is up to 5. Are they annotating things differently now? Because that Stalker is really throwing me for a loop. It should be at 1 heat, not 5. But it says subtracting 4 heat, but then it doesn't give me a total after subtracting the 4 heat. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on with the Stalker. The Thor is up to 6 heat, the Black Knight is up to 5, the Rifleman is sinks 5 and is at 0 heat. We're down to 86%, they're down to 68%. Indirect attacks, let's go for here again. We'll go there with all 4 shots. Anything within a hex of that is going to get absolutely annihilated. Hoser, can we move forward and can we get better eyes on anything? Let's move the Stalker forward first. Actually, Stalker is on a road. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move forward 1 hex, even though it costs us 3 movement points. Ash should be able to jump, right? Yeah. I don't know. Ash might be wanting to pull back, all things considered. Let's see. Hoser can shoot at the rifleman if he goes there, so I guess that's what we'll do. Tsubasa needs to get the heck out of there. Wait, did Tsubasa lose 2 of his jump jets? Oh, yeah. Right torso is gone. We lost 2 jump jets. Well, damn. Tsubasa can maybe instead jump back. Thor gets up, needs a 4, gets an 8. So he does succeed in getting up. Thumper hits the rifleman in the left leg for 5. Thumper hits the rifleman in the right leg for 5. Down to 25 on both those legs. Mobile Long Tom hits the rifleman for 15 to the left arm, the head, and the right leg. Song Yong Mimba needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 8. And then the rifleman takes another 15 to the left leg, right torso, and left arm, down to 10 or more in all of those locations. Rifleman took 40 plus, needs a 6, gets an 8. Alright, Hoser has the rifleman on 8s. We'll skip the 5. We'll go with 6 or 2. No, we'll go with a 6 and a 7. That'll put us at 1 heat over. Ash has the Black Knight on nothing, apparently. Tsubasa has the Black Knight on 8s. So we'll take what we can. The Stalker Tugyu has the Black Knight on 9s. So we'll skip the ER larges. We'll do all the mediums. We'll do the SRMs. And we'll do one of the ER larges. That'll put us at 2 heat over. Alright, Rifleman shooting at the Stalker, hits him in the right leg, hits him in the right arm, hits him in the left leg, jams one of the Ultra Autocannons, hits him in the right leg again 2 more times, down to 8 armor. Hoser at the Rifleman, hits him in the center torso, hits him in the right torso. That's 30 points of damage already. ER medium to the right arm, medium laser to the center torso, down to 13 and 10 in those locations. The Black Knight hits the Stalker in the right torso, hits him in the left leg with large pulse laser fire, down to 18 and 9 in those locations. Medium lasers to the right torso, medium laser to the right arm, down to 13 and 14 in those locations. And that does cost us a point of edge. Tugyu has 2 edge remaining. The Vulcan hits the Black Knight in the right arm, critting on his medium laser and his PPC. The Stalker hits the Black Knight in the right arm with the ER large, medium lasers to the left torso and the right arm, and the right arm again down to 11 structure. And 9 SRMs. Looks like left torso and right leg are both down to 12. Right arm is down to 9 structure, critting on his PPC. Stalker took 20 plus, needs a 5, gets a 12. Black Knight needs a 7, gets a 6. Falls on his head, takes 5, down to 4 armor. Xinghua takes 1 damage, down needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 6, and takes 3 to the right leg, down to 9. Xinghua also needs to avoid hurting the pilot in the fall, needs a 7, gets a 7. And the rifleman took 40 plus, needs a 6, gets a 6. We will not be declaring physical attacks with Hoser. The Stalker will be declaring a physical attack against the Black Knight. That'll be a kick on a 3. We got him in the left arm for 17, down to 3 armor. Alright, the Black Knight is up to 6 heat, the Stalker is down to 2. And we are going to have to do something about that Stalker's quirks, because the Stalker really should be able to put out 4 more heat per turn. That is a large laser every 3 turns. We've got them down to 61%, they've got us down to 86%. We've got indirect attacks. We will continue hammering this center spot here. And hopefully we can take out that rifleman. Alright, all the artillery will be landing next turn. Where did the rifleman go? He suddenly disappeared. Hoser will move forward 2 hexes. Ash. Ash will move forward 3 hexes recklessly, and no. 4 hexes because I want eyes on the Grizzly. Needs a 4 or better. We can make that, I hope. Yes, we can. Tsubasa will be jumping. But only 4 hexes, which really sucks for him, because that's like 2 of his evasion pips. Yeah, we'll go there, and the Stalker is actually in pretty good shape, so we will stand still. Alright, Ash needs a 4 to get standing, gets a 10, or moving recklessly, needs a 4, gets a 10. Thumpers hit the terrain, mobile long time hits the terrain, nobody hits anything worthwhile. Hoser has the Grizzly on 8s. Or has the Thor on 7s. We will be taking a pair of 7s, or a pair of 4s, once we illuminate him. Yeah, pair of 4s. We'll skip the ER large, we'll do the ER mediums on 4s, and then the mediums, we'll throw in an 11 at the Grizzly. Sure, why not? Ash has the Grizzly on 9s. It's not great. I'd like to illuminate the Grizzly if I can, turn those into 6s. I don't know if we can illuminate the Grizzly. The Stalker has him on 9s. Oh, no. Okay, we'll go 3 heat under on the Stalker just to unload all the mediums and SRMs on the Grizzly on 9s. Right, the Black Knight hits Ash in the left arm, which transfers into the left torso down to 10 armor there. Missed with everything else. Poser at the Thor hits him in the left torso and the left arm with PPC fire, critting on his LB10X and his upper arm actuator. ER medium to the left leg, down to 9 armor there. Ash at the Grizzly on 9s, hits him in the right arm, center torso, left arm, left leg. Sorry, left leg is Tsubasa. Medium laser at the Grizzly. The Grizzly hits Hoser in the center torso with a Gauss rifle, down to 16 armor. And a large pulse laser to the left torso, down to 14 armor. So that is going to be a PSR from Hoser. And a medium pulse laser would have hit the head, but we re-rolled it with edge, goes to the left torso instead, down to 7 armor on that left torso. The Stalker on 9s hits, dang, 5 for 6 on the lasers. To the right arm, left and right torso, left leg, right torso again. And then 5 SRMs, forces the first consciousness check, which he fails. The Grizzly is going to be unconscious for a turn, and then another 5 SRMs also hit the head 2 more times. So he is going to need 7 to wake up after that. And he also falls down. He falls on his Gauss rifle, which explodes, dealing 2 more damage to the pilot. So he's going to need 11 to wake up. Oh no. The Grizzly's auto-eject system was engaged, and so when the Gauss rifle goes up, he goes flying. Which is enough to kill the pilot. So the Grizzly is out of the action. The Black Knight, we will kick him though he's prone. Kicked him in the left arm, which destroys it and transfers into the left torso, down to 8 armor there. Hoser is at 3 heat. The Black Knight is at 7. We're at 84%. They're at 31%. Do we have any objectives other than breaking through? Break through to the opposite edge or rout the hostile force. Destroy or rout 50%. Okay, so we have done that. Okay, so we can call that a victory, barely. We did take a significant amount of damage, but we are ahead. That means that we can repair for another day. Alright, yeah, we're gonna save the units. As Ace. Rough round for that Grizzly? Yeah, it was. I'm glad that wasn't my Grizzly. Although it might be soon enough, depending on how the salvage goes. Grizzly is a pretty good mech to salvage. Yeah, we can hold the battlefield. The Archer was crippled with the double heat sinks, the lower leg actuator, no left arm, right arm down to 1 structure, right torso down to 4 structure. We're going to have to replace a medium laser. We're going to have to replace both hatchets. Dang it. And the Vulcan with damaged jump jets and the damaged double heat sink. The right arm blown off because the right torso went kaput. Left torso is also internal, so that is going to be fun to repair. Did we? We didn't lose anyone, did we? We did have a couple of people who were hurt, didn't we? Ash didn't fall. Huh. Okay, so the Thor was crippled but escaped. Yeah, he still got both of his legs. He still got his engine is still working. His double heat sinks are still working. The Black Knight had heavy damage, including a crit to a double heat sink. As much as I would like those double heat sinks, he did get away. He still had both legs. All that. The Thresher. Thresher with an Ultra 10, which was damaged. 2 SRM 6s, 2 medium pulses, and an ER medium. Plenty of clan standard armor, endo steel parts, double heat sinks. But all but one of them are going to be contained in the engine, so we'll only be able to salvage one of them. The Grizzly, able to salvage 11 double heat sinks contained in the engine, so we won't be able to salvage any of them. The Gauss rifle was destroyed. We might be taking. Oh, can't take the Thresher because we're still above our percentage. Well, dang. Can't salvage anything. The Thresher was killed in action. The Thor and the Black Knight both escaped, pilot-wise. The Grizzly, okay. The Rifleman 2C goes to Sergeant S here. Thresher goes to Hoser. Works for me. We did reach the north edge with all of our forces. We did destroy 50% of the operational what have yous. We can call that a victory. We're going to have some repairs to do. The Cestus is a work in progress. The Hydaspes, being an aerospace type. Do we have... We do not have any non-green text. We do have... green Anella will be our ammo tech for the vehicles. Anella, there we are. Headshots made short work of the enemy. Yeah, in at least one case we did, yeah. Hoser took a little bit of armor damage. Nothing we can't take care of real quick. We'll have Penny knock out those 2 jobs. And we'll have Chris knock out that job. Let's see. Ash's Archer is going to be a bit more involved. We'll have Chris. We'll have Chris repair the right leg. And we've got a lower leg actuator needing to be repaired. We'll have Veronica do that at normal time for ×4. No, we'll have Halima do that ×4. The right torso. We'll have Chris do that today and tomorrow. The right arm. We'll have Fred Modry. No. Dang it. I don't have my list. I don't know who's a specialist in what. Lena. We'll have Ben get to work on the right arm because he is an internal specialist, so he can do that in 540 minutes. So that's 2 days instead of 3. The hand actuator will have that. Oh. We'll pick up an XP for failing that. Then we'll take another crack at that, and we'll take another crack at that. So we gained 2 XP on that actuator, so it was a real learning moment. I'll have this medium laser knocked out real quick. We'll have the hatchet knocked out real quick. We'll have posture do that today and tomorrow. On the left arm, we're gonna have to get started on that. We'll have Elena. No. The left arm is gonna have to wait a couple of days. That'll have to be tomorrow and the next day on someone that can specialize in that. We've got some armor left. We'll have Veronica get started on the armors. Oh, got a little ahead of myself there. I wasn't paying attention. 15 and 14 minutes. Okay. Okay, so that is the archer being worked on. That is Wyvern's archer being worked on. The Cestus is being worked on. The Mackie, the Mad Cat, the Stalker needs some armor. We'll have Guillaume get started on the armor. We've got 3s and 4s. On to 113 minutes. On to 66 minutes. We'll have Dolphic. No, we'll have Ratnabala doing the ammo. Let's see, the Vulcan. We can have Oliver Costa get started on that armor and that armor. That'll take him out perfectly. We've got 45 minutes. We'll have Guillaume get started on that. The left torso. We can have Ethan Labrie. Should be 270. We can handle that. The right torso is going to be a bit bigger of a job. Mostly watch on YouTube, but so as you know, I put in a tiny change to headquarters in 5.50.0 to show Edge in the tech list. Yeah, I definitely plan on updating soon, probably before next week. I just didn't get a chance to this week. But yeah, 50.0 looks like it has some really interesting updates. If one of them is including Edge in the tech list, then I am all about that. That is definitely something that I've been looking forward to, like you said, from a few weeks ago at least. I would even go so far as to say more than a few weeks ago. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. That's good to know. I will keep an eye out for that. If it could also tell us what the specializations are, that would be nice, but I know that's asking a lot. But yeah, it looks like other than the right torso on the Vulcan, okay, other than the right torso on the Vulcan and the Hydaspes, it looks like we are ready to advance a day. We'll have Fred. The Vulcan is what, a 40 tonner? And that was a right torso, 40 ton right torso. $40-ton right torso. I don't believe it's endo steel. We have 5 of those. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get Fred Modry started on one of them. That'll take him a couple days, but you know, it's better than waiting a couple days and then getting someone else started on it. So yeah, I think okay, we've got a little bit of downtime, so we'll go ahead and skip ahead a day. We got maintenance on Wyvern's Archer. Looks pretty good. We got the armor fixed on Ash's Archer. We got the right torso fixed on the Warhammer. We got the left leg fixed on the Warhammer. We got the left torso fixed on the Warhammer. Good deal. We got the right torso fixed on the Cestus. We got the right torso fixed on Ash's Archer. The right arm is going to be another day or so. The Hydaspees, we got some armor off. We got the ER large laser off. Good deal. So we do have a couple of people. So we can start working on that. We'll have the medium pulse laser out. We'll have the Artemis out on the 6th. We'll have the medium pulse laser out on the 6th. The medium pulse laser out on a 6th. That's gonna take a while. That's fine. That's whatever. So that was the Hydaspees. We got the ammo bins out of the Hydaspees. We got the left arm on the Warhammer. We got the left leg off the Mad Cat. We got the left arm on the Wyvern, on Wyvern's Archer. We got the hatchet replaced on Ash's Archer. The right torso on the Vulcan is going to be another day or so. The hatchetman's going to be another 4 or 5 days. And then we're into the stuff that we've done today. As far as the infirmary goes, can we upgrade anyone? We can upgrade 2 people. We'll go with the broken back, I guess. In the repair bay, we've got the Hydaspees. We've got nothing but green text there. The Archer needs an arm. We'll have Chris. We'll have Chris get started on the arm. Wyvern's Archer just needs some armor. We'll have Jamel do that. We'll have we've got Dulfikar can do a bunch of actuators. Mackey's waiting on a double heatsink. The Mad Cat. Mad Cat right arm is busted shoulder. Mad Cat right leg is busted hip. So that's going to be a veteran with at least 360. We'll have So Sick take the right torso off. That does mean we can sell it for 30,000 C-bills. Ooh, yay. The Vulcan is waiting on its right torso. The Warhammer is waiting on some actuators and some double heat sinks. We'll have, thinking Shoyab do the armor. And then we've got some actuators. We can have Shoyab do one of those. We'll have Ratnabala do one of those. And then the laser and the PC. We'll have the laser. I'll have Denise do the laser on a 5 and the PPC. I'll have Shada do the PPC and fail and gain an XP. We'll have Ethan take a crack at the AR PPC and succeed. Okay, so Hydaspes, we're not worried about that. The Ashes Archer and the Vulcan. And the Warhammer is not. Okay, so Ash and the Vulcan are not ready. Okay, Tonga is out of action. So we still have Aleutian and Galatea. Let's send Aleutian here. We'll send Galatea here. Okay. And then we can have Mariana can check out this hex. Okay, so that is those 3 lances all taken care of. We can advance a day. We got maintenance on Ash's Archer, which looks pretty good. I'm seeing a bunch of green. We got maintenance on the Drillson. Overall quality remains A. Good deal. We got the right arm fixed on the Archer. We got the medium pulse laser on the Hydaspes and the Artemis 4 off the Hydaspes. We're still working on a medium pulse and an LRM 15 off the Hydaspes. We're still working on the left arm of the Archer. That's Ash's Archer. And we did get the right torso on the Vulcan, so we can get started on that. We still have to reattach the right arm. That'll be a 720-minute job. We'll have Penny. No. Have Ben get started on that. That'll be something he can do today. Maybe. Or not. We'll have Edeborg take a crack at that. And fail. We'll have Loney spend today and tomorrow working on that, and hopefully not fail again. These jump jets, we can have Janet knock those out. ER large laser, we can have Jamil knock that out. The armor, we can have Edeborg knock those out. Okay. We've still got 2 regular techs. Arrow, we'll have Ethan work on that medium pulse laser. We'll have Lydia take out that LRM 15. Okay. Let's go ahead and have Aleutian scout here. And detect a hostile force. Okay, who have we got here? We've got defend grounded dropship. Defend a grounded dropship. Primary forces committed. We've got sea coastal fort. And that is occurring today. Okay, so Aleutian Lance is committed. We've got some allied tanks, a couple vedettes and a Drillson. We've got an allied dropship, a Condor. We do have 2 stars worth of up 4. Wyvern, a pair of Royal Wyverns and a Wyvern 2C, a Crab Royal, a Thor, a Locust 2C, a trio of Hussars, 200Ds, which are the ones with the ER large laser and no armor. Koshi and some elementals. We do also have some reinforcements. 15,000 points worth of reinforcements. Okay, so that's Aleutian Lance. Galatea Lance is out. Tonga Lance is out, so we'll have Mariana Lance reinforce. Okay, we'll have Mariana Lance reinforced from over here. Who lands their dropship in the ocean? Well, apparently, Clan Wolf does. Although, I mean, it's considered a ocean hex on the map, but the terrain is still coastal fort, and it will not be an entirely water map. I mean, there will be some land on that map. 1016. Yeah, that's not accurate. And I've got a little peeper on the table. I don't know if you guys can see or hear her. Oh, come here. This is Patty. She's a little sweetie. She does not like being held. Yeah, that's Patty. She's one of our recent acquisitions. So yeah, we've got Aleutian Lance and Mariana Lance. We've got some allied forces. We've got the dropship. We've got primary outpour of 12,000. We've got the reinforcements of 15,000. So that is going to be interesting. If you guys can excuse me for just a moment, I do need to answer a call of nature. If I can. Hey, no chewing on the mouse. No. No. No chewing on the mouse. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, oh, I thought I had muted the mic. I guess you guys were not still on mute. My bad. But yeah, who parks their dropship in the ocean indeed? Because it looks like we're about to find out. That is today. There's not a lot we can do. We've already reinforced. Torrential downpour and heavy fog. And we are to prevent the dropship from becoming crippled. We have 30 turns that we're supposed to last before it lifts off. Allied units will be working alongside us to compensate for the presence of a large opposing force. Overwhelming enemy ground reinforcements have been detected approaching the area. Protect the dropship for at least 30 turns, or destroy, cripple, or force withdrawal 50% of the following forces and units. Ground reinforcements under Op 4. Okay. Well, let's see what we are dealing with here. As a defend mission in a coastal fort, let's just say FedCom had a supply ship on the ground that got ambushed. Yeah, I mean, that works for me. Let's see, we've got the Clint, no auto eject because it has no ammunition. The Phoenix Hawk, no auto eject because it has no ammunition. The Black Knight, no auto eject because it has no ammunition. We are expecting reinforcements on round 9, it looks like. This guy should be at least round 8. Should actually be around 7 because we have strategy. The Atlas should be around 8. Banshee should be around 8. And the Black Knight should be, it's speed 4, plus 1 is 5, so that should be around 7. I did notice the other day that when I was configuring the Black Knight, I had him come in a round early. I had him figured for a speed 5, not a speed 4. Sorry about that. I can't go back and change it or anything like that, but I did notice that I made that mistake, and I will try not to make that mistake again. In the meantime, we've got a compact display. The dropship is only worth 2,000 points. We do have a Hunchback 2C coming in on round 7. A Goshawk coming in on round 7. A Griffin, a Shadowhawk, a Griffin, a Locust 2C. Wait, they have 2 Lances coming in on round 7. They have I'm sorry, 2 stars coming in on round 7. They have a star hidden at the beginning of the match, and they have a star out on the field at the beginning of the match. So we have 4 stars of forces against us, and it's just our 2 lances. That hardly seems fair. The Koshi. The 5-5. Now, granted, a lot of their mechs are less than 3-4 pilots, which I'd consider about average. We've got Jerry and Locust 2C with a 3-4 pilot. We've got Susie and the Wyvern with a 2-4. We've got Simon with a 2-5 in the Wyvern. Oh boy, they're outnumbered if we roll like last time. No, we are outnumbered. That is 4 stars against our 2 lances. So that is 2.5 times to 1. I would not mind including a third lance, but we don't have a third lance to include. Alright, well. Let's see how it's going to go. We've got a vedette. If every one of our shots is a headshot, we'll be okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. If we can land all the headshots, we'll be fine. If we can win all the initiative, we'll be fine. We did not win against our allied forces, but we did win against the dropship and the enemies. Oh, we're deploying up here in the corner. Dropship is deploying in the center, Op4 is deploying in the south, reinforcements deploying in the west. So south and west are where we're going to be coming from. Let's... Oh man, so much mud. That's not good. We'll do the champion. We'll do facing that way, and we'll have him come down here, maybe? They're deploying in the south, was it? Yeah, they're deploying in the south. We'll have the Clint deploy there. We'll have the Phoenix Hawk deploy behind the Clint. We'll have the Cronus deploy behind the Phoenix Hawk, I guess. That way they can scoot down here, past the city, down into this kind of area here as soon as possible. We've lost initiative, but we're going after our allies, so that's good. Oh, the Condor decided to deploy way over here off to the right side. And we've got a bunch of sensor returns down there. Can we go reckless? We can, but I don't want to sprint. Need a bunch of 5s. We can take a bunch of 5s, hopefully. Yeah, needed 4 5s, got a pair of 10s, a 9, and an 8. So nice. We ruled that. We've got eyes on no one yet. No one's building up any heat yet. We've lost initiative, and we are going before everyone but the dropship. Okay, so we will jump to here. We'll jump to here. And we will jump to here. We'll go reckless, and we'll scoot across this bridge here. Needs a trio of 5s. We can make that, I hope. We got it with a 5 and a pair of 6s, so barely. We've still got eyes on nobody yet. Still got physical attacks on nobody. We've won initiative. And we are going after everyone but the dropship, who is going last. Okay, so we've got reinforcements over here. Let's go ahead. Jump to there with the Clint. We got some elementals. So Stiletto will jump to here. And the Phoenix Hawk will jump to here. The champion will go reckless. Needs a trio of 5s because of the rain. And we go down. Okay, well, lovely. Can we continue advancing? Can we get up? Okay, we can't even get up. Champion fell 3 levels off the bridge apparently into Hex 2611. Fell 12 damage when hitting the water and 6 when hitting the ground. So that is 12 to the center torso and left torso and right leg, and then 6 to the right torso and right arm. No breaches. Bendik Machuski must roll a 7 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 3. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 11. So he is in the drink. Alright, so on these elementals, we've got 11s and 12s. We'll take those. Stiletto has the elementals on 12s and 10s. We got 3 heat over for that. And the Phoenix Hawk has the elementals on 11s and 13s. So we'll take an 11. Champion has no shots. Everybody missed everything, as predicted. Stiletto's at 3 heat, everyone else is at 0. We've won initiative, and we are going after our allies. Alright, let's see if we can get this champion up out of the water. Okay, so we're in depth 2 water. We should be able to at least get up and move. I mean, that's depth 1 water. We should be able to get up. Are you telling me that we can't even stand up because we're in depth 1 water right now? That was some bull hockey. I don't think that's the way that's supposed to go. Our champion should not be out of the fight completely just because he fell off a bridge. He doesn't have anything breached. He's got all of his movement points. Is it just because of the rain? He's underwater. He doesn't care about rain. Yeah, I'm starting to think this battle might be one that we restart on account of our champion being out of the action because he's underwater in the rain, which makes no sense at all. Alright, let's try to hit these elementals. We've got them on 11s, which is also kind of bull hockey. Elementals should not be at 11s and 10s just because they're stupid hard to hit. Even with pulse lasers, they should be easier to hit than 10s. We've got them on 11s with these guys. And the champion, who apparently has no movement points because of the rain and the water. Hussar misses the elementals. Got the Phoenix Hawk, the Locust 2C does not hit the Clint. The Clint misses. The Cronus hits elemental number 5. No, I don't think so. I think what we're going to do, we're going to re-roll this torrential downpour and the heavy fog. Clear light gale, that works for me. Okay. Okay. Let's try starting this over. Uncaught Java exception. Excuse me. Okay, well, let's try this one more time. Clear, light gale, none. Okay, yeah, okay. And yeah, here probably next week we'll be updating to 50.0. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we've lost initiative, but we are going last within our team. That's fine. Okay, starting over completely fresh from scratch. We've got the Koshi, we've got the Hussar down there. Man, these bridges make no sense. They used to recommend being out of contract before updating to the newest version. It's my understanding that they do not recommend that any longer. It's my understanding you should be able to update between or in the middle of a contract now. Is what I've been told. Okay, so we'll have the champion deploy there and probably scooch down this way. Alright, the Clint will start there. Facing that way. Stiletto will start here, facing that way. And the Phoenix Hawk will start there, facing that way. Okay. let's see if this works a little better than last time. We've won initiative, and we are in fact going last. Alright, let's start with the champion. We'll go there. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk will go isometric, okay. Yeah, we'll go there with the Phoenix Hawk. We'll go there with Stiletto. And we'll go there with the Clint. No, the Phoenix Hawk, sorry. Okay, so we've kind of split our forces. We've got the champion kind of heading off to the right to try to defend the grounded dropship. We've got everyone else heading down the south side to try to intercept these guys, which we're not in range of yet. The Phoenix Hawk has no one in range. Champion has no one in range either. Alright, the Condor. Oh, okay, the Hussar hits the misses. Hussar number 127 misses the Condor. Hussar number 126 hits the Condor in the nose. Condor hits Hussar number 128 in the center torso and the center torso. No, 128 in the center torso, 126 in the center torso, critting on his gyro and engine. I was gonna say, how did we hit him in the center torso twice and not kill him? But that was two different guys. Hussar 128 takes 5 to the left leg and 4 to the right torso, critting on his hip and his foot. Locust 2C hits the Condor all over for a bunch of damage. The Hussar hits the Condor on the right side down to 122. Hussar number 128 with the busted hip actuator goes down, takes 3 to the right leg. Hussar 126 with the gyro hit goes down, takes 3 to the right arm, critting on his hand. Both managed to avoid hurting the pilot, it looks like. Okay, so we've won initiative and we are going after our allied forces. Okay, let's start with the champion. Maybe we'll jump to there, and then next turn we'll maybe run down to here or thereabouts. Let's see, the Clint. We can jump to there. Stiletto can jump to there. And the Phoenix Hawk can jump to there. Alright, everyone succeeded at getting up or running with their damaged busted hips and busted actuators and busted gyros. Let's see, the Clint still does not have eyes on anyone that's in range. Stiletto has the Hussar on a 14, so we'll skip that as well. We've got nothing there. And we've got nothing there. Okay, so. The Locust 2C hits the Condor, or the Hussar hits the Condor on the left side. The Locust 2C hits the Condor in the nose on the left side, and the left side hits the fire control system. That's a bummer. Left side is down to 81 armor. Condor hits the elementals. Hits Trooper 5 with the PPC, Trooper 4 and 2 for 5 each. Trooper 2 takes another 5, LRM 15 hits Trooper number 5. Trooper number 4 takes another 5, so they're both down to 0. And elementals are such tough cookies to crack because they take 11 damage each. So a 5 and a 5, you haven't done anything. A 10-point hit, you haven't done anything. You've got to do 11 to do even the slightest bit. And that's kind of a bummer. The Clint. Let's jump to there. Cronus will jump to there. Phoenix Hawk will jump to there. And the champion, can we run to there? We just need to make a 2. We can make a 2. I'm sure we can. Okay, champion needed a 2, got a 10. Hussar 128, Hussar 126, both flee the battlefield. Okay, so that is 2 Hussars down and out. 12 minutes left in the stream. We've got the Koshi has tagged the Condor. That's going to make him an easier target for LRM fire. Let's see, the Clint at the Hussar, got him on 11s. We'll take a bunch of those. Stiletto has the Hussar on 11s. Bunch of those. The Phoenix Hawk has the Hussar on a 12. Take that. And the champion has eyes on no one just yet. Okay, the Hussar misses the Vedette. The Clint hits the Hussar in the right leg, critting on his foot. Huzzah. The Elementals at the Condor hits with 6 machine guns and hits with 8 SRMs. The left side is down to 65 armor. And the auto rifles also hit the left side down to 63. The Cronus misses the Hussar on 11s. The Phoenix Hawk misses the Hussar on a 12. The Koshi hits the Condor in the left side some more, down to 57. The Locust 2C hits the Condor in the left side some more, down to 25. The Condor hits the Koshi in the right leg for 5, down to 0, and the right torso for 2, down to 5. Hussar 127 needs a 7 because he lost an actuator, gets an 11. Koshi kicks the Condor in the aft, down to 100 points there. And I'm really hoping that the Condor turns itself, because I know it can turn. Want to try to preserve that left side if we can. We've lost initiative, and we are going before everyone but the dropship. Okay, if we can get the dropship to turn, we might be okay. If not, we're going to be in trouble. I'm not going to be able to keep it from them from damaging the dropship enough to keep it from taking off. Stiletto. Alright, and the champion. Seven hexes, that's 3 evasion. We can maybe get the locust. Alright, the Koshi tries to tag the condor and misses. Needed a 4, got a 2. Alright, the Clint suddenly has no targets. The Hussar is way the heck over here. We've got him on 9s, so you know what? We'll take 9 and we'll take the 11s. Stiletto has eyes on nobody, it looks like. The Phoenix Hawk has also eyes on nobody, it looks like. And the champion also cannot see anyone because the dropship is in the way. And the dropship is about to die. The Hussar misses the Vedette, the Clint misses the Hussar, the Elementals hit the Condor in the nose on the right side. Koshi hits the Condor in the aft and the left side. The Vedette misses the Hussar, the Locust 2C hits the Condor in the left side, and the left side, and the left side, and the left side. Okay, well that's game. Well, that's a bummer. There's nothing really we can do about that. Okay, well, the dropship is dead because it parked itself in a really bad spot where it had no support. And that's what you get. Yeah, we didn't control the battlefield, but we didn't take any damage either. Okay, and you know what? Just because that was such a bummer, that is where we're going to save tonight. We're not going to have a lot of repairs to do. And that is some BS. Anyway, that is where I'm going to go ahead and call it tonight. Thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. There should have been lots of dropship parts all over the ground. No, we did not control the battlefield. We did declare that as a defeat. We came in, we tried to save the dropship, and we failed. So, yeah, all the parts go to the enemies. But thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my Twitch bio. And if you're watching this on YouTube and it's not live, that's because I didn't want to pay the extra to simultaneously stream on both Twitch and YouTube. It does cost extra. But in the meantime, don't forget all that good stuff. We'll see you next week. Have a good day, have a good weekend, have a good week, and we will see you then.